So we have started with the revision. As you all know that our syllabus is done. We have even done the revision of your 7th chapter 5, that is democratic right. So now we have to start with the revision of geography, right? And I have taken the first chapter that I have already told you. So this video will be the revision video for you all. So now, as the chapter name indicates, India's size and location. So in this chapter, we will try to understand the size of India and its location in the world, right? So if I talk about the general introduction, we all know that India is a developing country and we have experienced a huge technological advancement in the past few decades, right? So it is now important to understand about India location. We all know that the world is divided into two hemispheres, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Now, if I talk about India, India lies in northern hemisphere, right? And India is a very vast country. So apart from that, as we all know that it lies in the northern hemisphere, so we have to learn the location of the land, and that will you understand through the longitudinal and the latitudinal extent of our country. So if I talk about the latitudinal extent, it is 8 degree 4 north and 37 degree 6 north. And similarly, if I talk about the longitudinal extent, it is 68 degree 7 east and 97 degree 25 east. So now it is clear to you all. If you want to know the location of India in the world, you will find it through the longitudinal and the latitudinal extent of that area. This much is clear to you all. Now if I talk about the landmass, if I talk about the total area of the landmass of India, it is 3.28 million square kilometer, right? Similarly, if I talk about the total geographical area, right? The total geographical area of India is 2.4% of the total world geographical area, right? Now comes the standard meridian. If I talk about the standard meridian, I think you all have seen the location. I'll show you the location of standard meridian. If I talk about the standard meridian of India, it is 82 degree 30 east, and it was passing through a Mirzapur, which is situated in Uttar Pradesh, and we have taken it as a standard for the whole country, for the whole India. Clear? Now, if I talk about Indian Ocean, so this is the only ocean which is named after a country. So why we have named that ocean as Indian Ocean? So the answer is very simple, because that ocean is not sharing the coastline with any other country except India. So India is the only country that's sharing the coastline with Indian Ocean. That's why we have named this ocean as Indian Ocean. Okay. Now, if I talk about the land boundary, the land boundary of India is 15,200 kilometer and the coastline is 7,516.5 kilometer, and this statistics include even the coastline of the two islands, that is Lakshadweep Island and the Andaman Nicobar Island. Because the 7,000, the total coastline in this statistics, we are even including the coastline area of the Lakshadweep Island and the Andaman Nicobar Island. Okay. Now the another most important thing that you need to understand is the neighboring countries of India. We have 7 neighboring countries, that is Pakistan, Afghanistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, China and Bangladesh. These are the major neighboring countries of India. Apart from that, we have 2 island countries. First one is the Sri Lanka and second one is the Maldives. If I talk about Sri Lanka, the Sri Lanka is separated from India by a very narrow sea, and it is known as the Gulf of Mannar. There, apart from that, we have to understand like the Tropic of Cancer. Tropic of Cancer is exactly crossing the India from its center. So we even have to understand from which states the Tropic of Cancer is passing. It is passing through a number of states. So we have to see, we have to learn those states because the location of the India is very important. The location of the standard meridian is important. Apart from that, we have to learn from how many states the Tropic of Cancer is passing through India. Okay, these are the some important things. So if I talk about the India, through these ocean routes, the number of trade had taken place in the past. That's the reason the ideas of Ramayana and the Panchatantra stories and everything is so famous throughout the world. Even the Indian spices are also very famous. The Indian cotton textile, the handloom work. These are spread throughout the country, throughout the world with the help of the number of routes, the number of sea routes, the number of like the trade that we are doing with other countries. So if I talk about the main point in this chapter, you have to learn the location of India, you have to learn about the size of India, its neighboring countries and the countries which passing and the states through which the Tropic of Cancer is passing. Apart from that, we have to see the total landmass area, the border area and the coastline areas and the major island countries of India. So these are some important points, and of course you have to do the practice of the map work of this chapter as well. So that's all about this video. Have a good day.